Okay, let's jump right into this explainer and tackle a classic, real-world dilemma. We're talking about scaling Agile frameworks without completely losing what makes them, well, Agile in the first place. Listen, if you're gearing up for your PMP exam, or frankly, if you're just out there managing complex hybrid projects in the wild, you are absolutely going to hit this exact friction point. Today, we're breaking down a specific scenario that really tests your ability to balance two competing forces: the corporate need for high-level project visibility and the absolute non-negotiable necessity of ground-level team agility.
So put yourself in the hot seat for a second. You are the project manager on a massive hybrid project. Your organization is prepping for a huge rollout, and they've decided, hey, let's use Agile practices for certain parts of the work. Now it's on you to make this hybrid approach actually function. You need enough heavy, rigid structure to handle the massive scale of the rollout, but you also need that flexible, paper airplane-like agility so your teams can actually remain responsive. So you're staring down this critical question. How on earth do you scale Agile across a project this massive without completely suffocating the agility you were hired to implement? And you know the fear, right? It's pulled straight from our source scenario. Your biggest worry is that layering on all this traditional governance is just going to create massive overhead and kill your team's adaptability. The project manager here is actively sweating the fact that scaling up means adding more governance, more processes, heavier support mechanisms. And honestly, that worry is 100% justified. Historically, when big organizations slap traditional governance layers on top of Agile teams, it crushes flexibility. The whole thing becomes rigid, and you end up with what we call Agile in name only.
All right, let's look at the suspect lineup for this PMP mystery. The core question is asking us which practice is going to best help scale the project, preserve agility, and minimize all that excessive process and structural overhead. We've got 4 options on the table. Is it A, executing with a well-defined beginning and end? B, creating a detailed work breakdown structure? C, building a strict hierarchy of processes? Or D, managing the project using multi-level release planning? Take a second. Which of these actually preserves your agility while handling the heavy lifting of a scaled project?
Let's break these down, starting with option A. Notice how a rigid, predetermined start and end date is basically like hitting a brick wall for an Agile team. It fundamentally clashes with Agile's core goal, which is continuous value delivery. Think about it. A project strictly defined by a hard beginning and a hard end is, by its very nature, traditional. It's non-Agile. Agile isn't obsessing over a predetermined finish line. It's obsessing over continuously delivering value and working product to the customer. So, if we go with option A, we are instantly trading our Agile mindset for a traditional waterfall constraint. Scratch option A.
Moving to option B, we run into another major trap. Look, a detailed work breakdown structure, or WBS, is a total staple in traditional project management. But bringing it in here, it's like strapping chains and anvils to a rocket. It adds the exact administrative bloat we are desperately trying to avoid. Forcing that heavy, hierarchical decomposition is going to completely interfere with your main objective, keeping those Agile pockets of your project fast, flexible, and free from rigid structural overhead. So, option B is out.
Then there's option C, which suggests building a strict hierarchy of processes. Just listen to this definition. It is pure administrative bloat. It acts like red tape wrapping tighter and tighter around your developers. It forces an approach that heavily focuses on documentation, strict adherence to rules, and administrative ceremony. Did you notice what's completely missing from that list? Value. Now sure, massive projects often need a hierarchy of functionality, but that is entirely different from forcing rigid, top-down processes onto an Agile team.
The crucial takeaway here is that option C prioritizes ceremony over value, and that pulls the team away from actually delivering working increments. Here's the harsh truth, the real equation you need to remember. If your process ceremony is greater than your value delivery, you have dead agility. It's a massive trap. Organizations transitioning to hybrid models get terrified of the scale, so what do? They lock everything down with strict processes, suffocating the Agile teams who are just trying to build things. The scale tips toward heavy documentation instead of actual product. Option C is definitively incorrect.
So by throwing out those heavy-handed traditional traps, the rigid endpoints, the anvils of a detailed WBS, and the suffocating process hierarchies, our winner becomes obvious. The correct answer has to be option D, managing the project using multi-level release planning. Out of our lineup, this is the literal only practice that successfully coordinates all that massive hybrid complexity without sacrificing your crucial Agile edge.
Now, to really grasp why option D is the hero here, we have to talk about how complexity scales. On a small, simple Agile project, a basic products backlog, yeah, that's usually perfectly sufficient. It gives the team and the stakeholders all the visibility they need. But as a hybrid project balloons in size and complexity, that visibility completely drops off. A simple list of to-dos just isn't going to cut it anymore. To establish both product focus and project visibility at a massive scale, you absolutely require dedicated release planning sessions and a structured release plan.
And this breakdown brilliantly illustrates multi-level release planning in action. It creates this clear, high-level summary timeline that ties the whole complex beast together. But, and this is key, without micromanaging the daily tasks. You start at the very top, the product vision, which spans years. That filters down into a product roadmap, broken out by quarters. Then Agile release planning kicks in to structure release iterations over weeks. Finally, that guides the delivery summary, executed over days. It's an elegant map of exactly how the team will hit that massive vision while staying within the project's boundaries.
And within that multi-level roadmap, your agility stays completely intact. Why? Because the product owner and the development team are still actively collaborating on the actual execution. Agile release planning empowers them to set the dials. They are the ones determining the number of iterations in the release. They are deciding the exact amount of work to pull in. They finalize the timeline for completion. You, as the PM, are providing the boundaries and the map, but the Agile team still gets to drive the car.
This setup perfectly neutralizes the two biggest headaches in large hybrid projects. Headache number one, losing product focus amid all the chaos. Multi-level release planning fixes this by establishing a clear roadmap tied directly back to that ultimate years-long product vision. Headache number two, dropping project visibility. We all know traditional stakeholders absolutely hate feeling like they're in the dark. Option D solves this beautifully by providing a high-level summary timeline for everyone, giving them the comfort of visibility without forcing your Agile developers to stop coding just to fill out endless status reports.
Look, injecting Agile elements into a massive, traditionally managed project is always going to be a tightrope walk. But now you know how to dodge the major pitfalls. You know to avoid the rigid finish lines, the heavy WBS, and those suffocating process hierarchies. You've got the tools to succeed. The secret is all in the balance. So I'll leave you with this final thought. How are you going to apply this multi-level visibility to lead your own hybrid projects? How will you build a roadmap that keeps the folks upstairs totally informed while keeping your teams on the ground fast, focused, and truly agile? Let that marinate as you tackle your PMP prep and, of course, your next big project.